So like I'm talking to you guys, time is passing by, and I wasn't even aware how long I was talking. So what's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review NeuroPEA by Peak Performance Labs. It says on the bottle, energy, fat loss, mood elevation, euphoria, and focus. We'll get into this, but first, my name is David. This is a Mission to Muscle, and not only is diet, nutrition, and training important, but the supplements we decide to choose. So I review these things and I run them, give you guys an idea on the product if it's something you want to spend your money on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button now, and don't forget to hit the like button now. Do me a favor, because most people forget as they're watching the video, because they're just like, okay, I got enough information, and they just leave without the like button. But the like button helps, and it helps get this information out for people, other people that are spending their money or thinking about spending their money to decide if this is a product they want to actually buy. So it helps all in all. We're helping each other with the information here. So this is, put the ingredient profile right in front of me, and then we'll get into this. This is a 1 capsule, 40 servings. And each capsule is 150 milligrams of N-phenyl dimethylamine citrate, which is Eria or Eria Jarensis extract. And this is supposed to be, NeuroPEA is supposed to be the purest form of it. It says on the bottle here, the purest Eria or Eria Jarensis extract on the market. If you can focus in there, it says it right there under NeuroPEA. So, is that claim true? Yes, it is. So I've tried other Eria Jarensis powders, or Eria Jarensis, however you want to say it, powders. I have one in my cupboard right now, and when I compare the two, I get more effects on this. Now I won't get into the effects, because the effects are very important, but I want to talk about the ingredient a little bit. So this has a PEA backbone, Eria, or N-phenyl dimethylamine. So whenever they put Eria Jarensis in there, or Eria Jarensis, it's N-phenyl dimethylamine, which is a ingredient that is supposed to target the TAR1 receptors. So on the TAR1 receptors, it's a TAR1 agonist. So it's supposed to initiate noradrenaline response and dopamine response in the brain for the sense of well-being, that urgent feeling, a spike of some sort of anxiousness or energy in the brain, and triggering the fight. When you're dealing with noradrenaline and adrenaline, you're dealing with possible flight response, the fight or flight response from the amygdala, which is supposed to enhance, your cognitive function, your focus, and all that good stuff. So this is a TAR1 agonist, and this attaches to the TAR1 receptor to initiate the heightened response of dopamine and noradrenaline. And there is very limited research on it, but it is supposed to target serotonin as well, very mildly. Now this is different than a normal PEA. So PEA itself, phenethylamine, will initiate a mood, function, and all the stuff in here. Mood, energy, euphoria, and focus as well, but it's very short-lived. So it hits within about 5-10 minutes and only lasts for 5 to 15 minutes before monoamine oxidase, which is an enzyme produced by the brain, comes in and just cleaves it off of the TAR1 receptor and stops it from elevating dopamine. And that's for the body and the brain to give balance to the brain, because the body does not want to have super heightened dopamine levels all the time, or noradrenaline levels, because you can get psychoactive effects over a period of time. That's where amphetamines become a problem. People get these psychoactive situations where they have experiences because dopamine levels, noradrenaline, are just elevated for so long of a period of time. This is not that strong to keep that going. And what this does is it has 2 alkaloids to the molecule, to the PEA backbone, that actually stand guard. They're kind of like guards, and they kind of keep monoamine away, the oxidase, the MAO enzyme, away from cleaving it off of the TAR1 receptor right away. So it lasts a lot longer. So you're going to get maybe 2 hours of the effects that I'm going to describe on this, maybe 3, depending on how you dose and how you react, because everyone's going to react different to things that actually hit the dopamine receptors, the serotonin, and the noradrenaline receptors. So let's get into the experience real quick. I hope that was kind of a quick, knowledgeable rundown on this thing without kind of babbling along, so I hope that helped. So we're going to get into the effects on this. Energy. Just so you know, this is a very light stimulant effect to me at 150 to 300 milligrams. So 1 pill or 2 pill dosages. The stimulatory effect, it's there, but it's mild. So it's not like DMAA, it's not like DMHA or anything like that. It's a very mild stimulatory effect, in my opinion. Maybe similar to a caffeine hit. So it's very mild at both those dosages. But you always start, like if this is something, whether you're going to do this or you get some Eria Jarensis, you want to throw it into a pre-workout or something like that to enhance the energy effects and some of the other effects I'm going to describe here, you always want to start minimal. So this 1 pill is 150. Always start at that to see how you react to it. But it's nothing crazy, in my opinion. Nothing, you're not running around like crazy and your heart's not beating out of your chest and your blood pressure's not all elevated. So start at 1 pill because this does have it can have the actions of elevating the heart rate depending on how sensitive you are and increasing the blood pressure. So you want to work your way up. Fat loss on this thing. I can't actually give you kind of an idea on if this thing provides fat loss. It's supposed to. There's only been one study on rats. I do notice a appetite suppressant on this when I go to the 2 pill dose. I have more of an appetite suppressant to where I actually don't really feel like eating for 2-3 hours when I'm on this. So if you're on a diet and you're looking for more energy, then this may be something you might want to look into there as far as for appetite suppressant effects, because it does work, as far as for me at least. Mood elevation. So I don't get like so mood elevation and euphoria, they kind of put those side to side. Same freaking thing to me. I mean, euphoria is a little different sense as far as that's more of a happy feeling beyond that well-being that you might feel. For me, on this particular product, 1 pill and 2 pills, whether I took it alone, whether it was stacked, there was no euphoria for me. And what I consider euphoria is beyond happy. So beyond a sense of well-being to where I want to dance around, I want to do stuff like that. For me personally, and you guys can put in the comments your experience on Eria Jarensis by itself or Eria Jarensis, because it will help other people come into the channel. But for me, I just get a sense of well-being, a content feeling. I feel good. It's not crazy kind of like anxious type energy or mental kind of like cognitive function and focus, which I'll get into here. It's just very kind of docile. So they do use this as ADHD alternative for some people. Of course, do not take this with other medications out there. So you never want to combine this with SSRIs or something. So I'm not familiar with those. Do not combine this with any kind of medications like ADHD medications or anything like that. But a lot of people talk about using this as an ingredient they would throw in with caffeine and other ingredients to help with their ADHD. Because to me, it dials the brain down. It controls it. So it quiets it all down to where it's not super anxious. So you don't want to fall asleep or anything, but it dials everything down more of a controlled type fashion. Focus on this thing. So concentration, focus are completely elevated. So I'm on 2 pills right now. And I'm hoping this video is going to come out okay. I just looked at the time. I can't believe I've been talking for 8 minutes or over 8 minutes because I'm just talking. I'm just throwing everything out that's in my head right now that I can't even believe I've been talking that long. But concentration and focus are definitely elevated. More so on 300 milligrams versus 2 pills. But all depends on how you react to this. So I'm used to taking pre-workouts, Stim Junkie pre-workouts. 1 pill elevates my concentration and focus to a nice, tolerable kind of social type level to where I can have conversations with people. I can sit back and then like I'm on 2 pills right now. It's more of an in my head type focus and concentration. So it's not tunnel vision, but it's very, very close to it. So like I'm talking to you guys, time is passing by. And I wasn't even aware how long I was talking. I was just talking. So this is my review on NeuroPEA by Peak Performance Labs. I'm going to end it right there. If you guys have any questions, throw it in the comment section. If you didn't already like the video, please do it now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, so I'll be back for more. Hopefully this thing turns out okay, because I'm really in my head. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time on the channel.